I have a set of advice that practical advice we give it to our customers, how to implement it, how to do things right. The first thing I tell them is you gotta start small, right? Figure out the most important use cases, the low hanging fruit, or the most business value, that will succeed, and then start executing it. And once when you find out these things are working well, everybody will adopt to it. Everybody will help. The executive team the board will decide to help you succeed. And the second advice I give them is you got to streamline your data collection. AI is more about data, right? So streamlining the right data collection. If you don't have the right data at the right time to make the decision, AI is all about data. If you don't have that, you're wasting your time. You got to collect it properly, store it properly, analyze properly, get insights properly. So streamline your data properly, both the historical data as well as streaming data, and then get the right data, make the right decisions. And then the other recommendation I give people is select the right platform. Like I said earlier, just because someone is rated as a top right by an analyst doesn't mean that they are the right platform for you. Yours may be the one that is in the left bottom quadrant, but how do you know what you need, where you are in the maturity level, which platform will help you? That's the most difficult part, not implementing the platform itself, choosing the right platform and doing things right. And then financials. You gotta look at the vendor saying that, what is my total ownership cost is, what is my ROI, how much I'm going to build, and how much it's going to cost the whole thing I'm going to do. But most importantly, how much it's going to save. You got to show it to the executives, and then they'd be able to help you out and move it to the next level, right? And oops, my computer went to sleep. Okay.
Hey, Andy,
Now I'm
you also need
back
to
on.
wrap. You need to wrap up, please.
Yeah, this is my last slide. And the other one I recommend companies is to automate the processes. If you don't automate, then at least have a run books ready. If you don't have it, if you're not doing anything with it, why are you doing it, right? And then the next recommendation I give is you got to give the BU buy-in. When you tell the BU suggesting, we can have your app running all the time, and that's all we need, they would love that. When you say that you'll have them up by 99.99, you can monitor that with the DEM tools. You tell them, you partner with them to make you successful, make you help them themselves, right? And and of course, you got to have the right people in place as well, right? If you don't have a right team, if you don't have right skills of people to implement that, you're going to fail miserably, right? And again, it's a journey. You got to understand where you are in the maturity roadmap, and you also have to know where you want to go, and then you have to map out a roadmap on if the timeline wise, what I need to do, what I need to execute, what I need to implement. Have a clear plan. Then you got to be smart about it. By doing that, you will know exactly what you're doing, and in the worst case scenario, if things don't work out, you can also do a course correction to go back. And that's exactly what we do with the customers by doing a consulting advice to those companies.